Mm. Hey, baby girl. Hey, baby. Well, I think I got the dogs satisfied. Tonight's going to be a little different. I'm going to talk about the mistakes I made on YouTube. Let's see what this is. Let me get rid of some of this stuff. Yeah, I made some mistakes on YouTube. It's unreal. This thing's working right. There we go. What we did today, we went up there and got them welders. Welders. Well, that works. Welders. Well, that works. Okay. Yeah, we went and did that. Something wrong here. I got too much stuff, I think. There, maybe that's better. My camera's not working right. Maybe that's it. It'll work. It's working. Something's working here. I figured out I had 1,850 from, let's say, from the last time I was on YouTube for a year. I want about 1,800 views. No, yeah, maybe it's hours. That was it, hours. So I still got about 2,000 to go. I'm cooking. I'm kicking it. Let's see here. I hope everybody's having a good time. We left out, went to, it was up by Hutchinson, Kansas. That's where we went. And let's see, we stopped and got a breakfast sandwich when we left. Then we stopped on the way back and got something to eat. So we did all right. Hello. Let's see what we got in here. Let's stop that rotation real quick. Stop the rotation. Hello, KC Adventures. I hopefully, let's see if I don't know why I can't sub somebody. You know what I could do. I know what I could do. Hang on. Let's see this camera here. I got another phone. I'm going to get where I can sub people over there. I got to plug this up. It's about to dead. That helped. Let's see here. I'm going to switch channels. You can see let's switch channels here. Okay. I'm trying to get where I can sub people over there. My trip was really nice. Let me change channels. It'll take a minute. Then I can sub people that comes over there. Okay, let me see here. Maybe I can. I don't know. I have another channel. I used to do art on it a long time ago. Let's do that. Well, is it going to work or not? Who the heck knows nowadays? Let me do that and clear all that mess. My subs have to upload as well. Let's see here. That is doing it. Maybe I can get it to upload. After doing all that work, the thing won't even upload. I think it's old age. That got it. That ain't it either. Oh, well. Maybe I'll just let it charge. Well, we went up there by Hutchinson, Kansas, picked up the two welders, and headed back. We didn't have no difficulties. Me and my son talked a lot. He's not going to be able to leave till the 30th. And be honest with you, I'm thinking about leaving out Monday. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing. Give it a shot by myself. That's what I'm thinking. Yes, that's what. Because today's the 20th. It'll be 10 days before he can leave. Is today the 20th? Yeah, I guess it is. So I'll leave the 23rd, and he'll leave probably the 1st or the 2nd of December. I just want to be out of here by Thanksgiving, if you want to know the truth. So I think Thanksgiving's the 27th. That's what I'm thinking. Let me see. You got an ambulance too? Maybe. So you're going to camp in the car. Let's see here. So you're getting the gearbox is not that good. You're waiting on a new one. Okay. Well, my wife's passed, so I don't have to worry about waiting on her. Maybe she's gonna wait on me up there. Yeah, let's see. 7-seater car. So plenty of room, huh? Okay, well, that should be plenty of car that sits that many people. Yeah, for 2 people. You can just make a pallet or something kind of bed or whatever. I slept in a lot worse. It's going to be me and 4 dogs is what it's going to be because I'm taking them. I'm going to take 2 tents. Well, they're like awning things that go over, them things you pop up. And it's got a roof on it, but I think I'll take some extra tarps. And then I'm going to take some wire or fencing or whatever and go around the 4 posts, which would be give me, I think they're 14 by 14 square room. I think one of them, 14 by 14. Yeah, something like that. And that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to take my time going out there. I've got 1,180 some odd, 1,185 something miles, but I might as well say 1,200 miles from point A to point B to get there. If I go 300-400 miles a day, it'll take me 3 days. I ain't getting no hurry, I'm telling you. 400 or 500 miles a day, 550 miles from here to Albuquerque, New Mexico. And no, it ain't gonna happen because I'm gonna have to stop so many times along the road for my dogs to do their business and get a little exercise and all the other good stuff. That's what I'm saying. Oh, so in other words, your father said basically, the quicker he passes away, the quicker you get you an RV and sell the house and get an RV. Well, my kid's waiting on me to die. They might have a long wait. I don't plan on any time soon. They better get their RV and go on it. They're liable to be too old to drive it. Oh, I'm telling you. No, I made so many mistakes on YouTube. It's unreal. First thing, I thought everybody was your friend. That was my first mistake on this thing. Of course, there is a lot of good people out there and a lot of good friends. And I think the second mistake was I just told everybody my whole business. I should have told them that. If I ever had it to do over again, I'd be anonymous. And I used to give people, help people, this, that, and the other. But when I do it now, I'm anonymous, and I don't want them even to know that's, whatever. That's the best way to do something. That way, somebody can't just keep hitting you up for money. This thing's trying to charge up. Let's see if I can. Come on. RV Lucky. There we go. Okay, that's off. It still ain't working. They look better, people. RV's Adventures. No. KC's Adventures. I think that's what it was. Yeah. That's wrong. Now, let me see if I can find it. All right. Now, which one are you? I'm trying to sub everybody that comes to my channel. Nice. I think that's the least I can do because everybody's trying to get subs and everybody's trying to fill out their channel. There it is. Yeah. Let's see if that's the one I got. You got one video, 35 minutes long. I'll sub you anyway. You got 16 now, you got 17 subs. There you go. Yep. Tomorrow, so tomorrow's supposed to, I'm going to get out there and I'm going to straighten up and get ready to go. I got to find me a pen to put them dogs in. Yeah, I might outlive my kids. My grandma lived, she was 118. And your grandma lived 102. God bless her. Yep. Come on now. Fill up. I'm sitting here playing with the phone. I should leave it alone. Let it charge up. Yep, I've got a lot of things, odds and ends to do before I pull out of here because I don't want. I'm gonna take plenty of food and plenty of water. I see the little odds and end things like if I take both of them fold up thing tents, do I would have to take enough canvas tarps or what are you gonna call it to go over the top of them and the floor and around the walls? I've got a pain in my big toe on my left foot. It's going thump, thump, thump. Some of that's neuropathy because I'm diabetic. They put up that crap. They put up every damn thing. Today it's going to be with something else. All them welders were brand new in a box. My son's selling some of his stuff. He's going to sell one of them welders. I think he's going to keep one, sell one. And then he's got some generator he's going to sell for $250 a piece. They're 4,500 watts. Oh, good Lord. This is my phone, okay. So I'd pop by and say, well, I appreciate you. I really do. $1:10 a.m., huh? You got to get up at 1:10 a.m.? Oh, my God. Poor girl. Poor guy. I guess it's a guy. Could be a girl. Don't matter. No, I just said, like I said, get on here. I've got 2,000 more watch hours to accumulate. Maybe I'll get it this year. Maybe not. I ain't gonna worry about it. I didn't. I wonder what my blood sugar is. I gotta make sure I take this thing and all my medicines and everything. I think from now on this is probably the last big trip I take, except for unless somebody goes with me. I think this is going to be now the big trip. I might take some small ones, like a couple 100 miles away. But for us going 1,200 miles again, I don't know where I would or not. I don't think so. I want to get this thing here. Here we go. Ooh. 124. See it? I'm really keeping my sugar level in good shape. Yep, I'm keeping my good sugar level in real good shape. I sure don't want to get a blind spell. One time I had a blind spell, and I had to sit down. I was at Goodwill, and I went totally blind because my sugar level had dropped out. So there you go. I had that tunnel vision where you just see that little hole and then pretty soon, poof, it was gone too. And they called the hospital. I told them to. They come and got me and took me over to the hospital and gave me one of them emergency shots to raise my sugar level. I didn't know it was low. Right, I keep candy like this. That's why I call myself, my email account is luckywhoppergmail.com. That's what I said I did. But so if I go out there, I'm going to travel about 200 miles in a stretch and then get out and walk around and check on my dogs, make sure they got water, and use the bathroom. Of course, now if they're in the back of the ambulance, they can use the poopy pads and pee on the poopy pads. I'm trying to debate because I'm not going to have all four of them in the front. I might put one up front. That'll be Ori, because he don't get along with nobody. He don't get along with himself. It's not like a bunch of relatives. They don't get along with themselves. Hey. But I've got to get all that done. Tomorrow's going to be a day of trying to get everything settled and straightened up in that ambulance. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I got 2 phones here. I'm making sure they all run. I don't know why I can't. There we go. Now it finally messed. Well, I don't know what's wrong with this crazy thing. Oh, let's put all. There we go. That ain't gonna do it either. Turn this thing off. This is old phone. This poor old phone. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go by myself. Hello out there. Let's see if I can get this thing going. Oh, should have done that. Okay, here we go. How you doing, Bunny? Well, I appreciate you. You're at work. Boy, you need to give that up. I'd like to have a job again. I couldn't guarantee I'd show up every day, though. They'd probably fire me the first hour. Well, don't work too hard. I don't know what you do for a living, but usually most people, it's manual labor. That's why they named the word job after the word Job. You both go through hell on a job and Job. Like I said, tonight, I'm just going to sit here and cleaning up the gas station. Well, let's just lock the bathrooms and tell them they're out of service. Yeah, and the parking lot, and the restrooms, and wash the window. Boy, they got you a slave going there. You do it 3 nights a week, part-time. I used to, when I was young, I had a job cleaning a bank. And me and this, we worked for the tallest, one of the biggest banks. It was a cleaning service, and I was, I don't know, 15 maybe. That's back when you could work when you was a kid. And the old sweepers we had didn't have vacuum cleaners. Really had an old sweeper type thing that, looked like a big tank on a hose. And me and this black woman, we would go down and play in the change. Do you know they wash the change in a bank? You pour it in this washer thing and it goes down through it. And but we'd get in the bins and we'd play with that change. And the guards, they said, "Guys, get out of that change." We never stole it or anything else. We just played with it. Throw it up and throw it up in the air. We had a great time. We was just kids, though. And, that's what happened to the kids. That was back in the day. My foot is killing me, that neuropathy. Ugh. My blood sugar, I've kept it down under 150. And 117, 124, 126, 16, on that area. I've been really doing real good on that. I took 2 little pieces of that candy. That'll probably raise it up probably 10 degrees. But that still won't be bad. That'd be 130 something. I've got to get it in real good shape or kids will have a fit if I take off with high blood pressure. I got high blood pressure too. And like I said, I'm going to get everything fixed, so I won't have to, other than just going getting gas at the filling station, I won't have to talk to anybody on the road, really. Let them breathe on me. Like I said, tomorrow I'm going to do that. Well, everybody has got to have a job right now to get by because of that virus stuff. And they won't give us another, and they should give these working class people another stimulus check. Now, I could do without one. Of course, even though I'm on a fixed income or whatever, but I could do without one because I have a check coming all the time. But there's a lot of people need to get their stuff in the ball. My foot, it's just neuropathy. That's all it is. I can take a gabapentin, it'll slow down. Yeah, be careful about going around money people because of the virus and stuff. Just be careful. Yeah, we've lost enough people, precious people. Yes, that's what exactly I'm going to do. I'm going to pay the gas with my credit card, make sure it's not a fake deal to slide it in, and then that's it. Because I don't need to go in or anything else. I've got a bathroom and everything else in the ambulance. I'm good. I don't need to be infecting myself. And then out there in the middle of that desert, there's people around you, but you don't have to go up there and commune with them or whatever. I mean, you could talk from a distance, like 25, 30 foot away. That'd be my motto. I stay here, you stay there. And my dogs won't let them get in closer, so that'd be good enough. I should have took off the day after I went to the doctor, but like I said, I went to the doctor, when was it? Monday? I think it was a Monday. Calendar. Oh, that's a calculator. I'm on calendar. That isn't it. Oh. I believe I went to the doctor Monday. Yes, Monday. So 1, 2, 3, 4 days, and I won't leave till Monday. So it's been a week. But that still gives me plenty of time. A whole bunch of time. So I'll stay out there about 2 to 3 weeks. I don't have to be back till the December the 30th. Let me see when that is. December the 30th, which is on a Wednesday. So that gives me 30 days plus 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days, 38 days. So I've got plenty of time. Got plenty of time to get off by myself. Yeah, he's going to take his little dog, but he won't be able to leave till after the 30th. And I'm leaving Monday. So he won't be able to leave till, let me see here. He won't be able to leave till the 30th, which that's another week. He'll be a week behind me. He'll probably leave the 1st or 2nd of December, maybe the 3rd. Because he's got to go to the doctor, and I can't stay here another week. I'm done. I'm tired of it. Even getting out today was all right. We went to Kansas, picked up them welders. That was Chris's adventure, not mine, because I didn't go in partners with him on that. He's doing it himself. He's trying to make it like a little side job or side work, buying stuff and then reselling it. And he buys brand new stuff and he checks it out and makes sure it's in good shape. And he sells it for about 20% of what its value's worth. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hello. I didn't see her. Oh, I'm doing fine. Thank you. But like I said, he's selling them welders for $250. They'll bring about 800. So I mean, he's not hurting nobody. But we got them really cheap. Now I need to go on partners for that. If I want one of them or whatever, I'll go in partners with him. Then I kept 3 of them. I should have just kept one. But anyway, I would go in halves or thirds or whatever. And I didn't go in halves with him on these welders because there's only 2 of them. And I don't know what he's going to sell them for. He hasn't made up his mind yet. I said, well, what you need to do is get you an Etsy shop or something like that. I'll get him lined up. Everyone's doing great. Yep. Try to get this thing working here. I'm going to everybody's channel. Hush, dog. Good little Lord. That's better. Okay. Okay, let me check your channel out. I'll give you a sub. Oh, he's got plenty. I'm subbing him. I'll give you a sub. That's what I'm doing. I have to put in your name on a phone. I think I'm doing it the wrong way anyway. Well, that ain't right. Which phone do I got here? Oh, Lord. Okay. Okay, let me see here. I gotta go over here. Hang on. I gotta go my subscriptions and do the whole thing over again. So I can give you a sub. Have a little patience. Now hit the star. Come on. Aha, I'm going to give you a sub. There, I did it. Hey, I'm good. That way I give everybody a sub that comes to my channel. Now, what am I doing here? Okay. Gotta go back to my deal so I can read anybody. There we go. Turn that off. I'm doing pretty good, and I think everybody else is. Well, I got 2 or 3 phones. Well, 2 phones and 3 actually. I've got one's AT&T, the other's Verizon, and then I got my own phone company, Pioneer. Then I got two or three let's see, I got 4 laptops and then 1 big computer. But I will use I use a tablet and a laptop. That's what I do. I'm on one of the Samsung laptops, which looks like a tablet to me. Ooh, that was noisy enough. Clear out all this stuff. Nope. I'll just take my time and go out there to Arizona. Yeah, I'm just going to take my time, buddy. I'm not going to get no big hurry. I got a week. And if I get stuck along the way, I'll call him and say, well, I'm stuck here at Winslow, Arizona, or Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'll wait for you to come through. He reminded me today, he said, Dad, you know you got AAA. You can call for assistance. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'll enjoy myself. It's just getting out. Maybe I do need to go out by myself. I'm gonna go to the. Chris wants me to order a dog pen online, but it might not even get here till later. I think I'll just go to Lowe's or Builder Square or something and buy me a pen. It does sound nice, doesn't it? Motorola. I'm not into gadgets too much. I don't know how to run half of it. But I know I'm not going to take very much cash money. I'm just going to take my credit card, my debit card, a couple of credit and a little bit of cash. Not very much. But I can go to a bank and get it more if I need it. So there you go. I just don't want to carry a bunch of cash with me. They say it ain't too safe. Carry a bunch of cash. Somebody liable to knock you in the head and rob you because they see big wads of cash. They don't pay much attention to a debit card, which has got enough cash on it anyway. My dogs are mad at me. They've been in this house all day, and then I left them outside for about an hour. They're thinking, okay, is Daddy going to run off and leave us or what? Big boy used to get sick when we travel, but he don't anymore. He does real good. Yep. I got to look around and see what all I'm going to take. I got to take some rolled up carpet to put down on the bottom of that tent. No, I don't have that. We're supposed to have the 5G pretty soon on the computer because they're putting in new service lines. I got an HP, IBM, or is it a Macintosh? I don't know. One of the older computer or laptops, but my new one is a HP and then a Samsung. Yeah. That's what it is. And then I got a little tiny tablet. It's a Samsung. That's it. iPad. That's what they call that stuff. See, Bunny knows. I don't even want to know what you call half this crap. Oh, I got Windows 10. Hello, CR. How you doing? I'm gonna have to go to Arizona by myself. If I get lost, hell, they just put me in the home. Yeah, Windows 10, I ain't learned how to run that thing very good yet. Windows 10, that's why I mess with the Samsung. It's easier. Well, there we go. It's working now. Well, thank you. Drop back again. I'm going to stay on here at about 9 o'clock, so come back anytime. Okay, catch us next time if you want to. Well, them old desktops never wear out, CR. I mean, I got one over there, and it was, I bet it's 10 years old too, or something like that. I had a great big massive one built when when I retired. I went down and had a big massive computer built, a lot of memory and everything else in it. And then I got, well, laptops are a little bit easier to use. That's the reason I got them. How far is Arizona from my house? 1,185 miles where I'm going. 1,185 miles. Might as well say 1,200 miles. Then I got to turn around and come back in about 3 or 4 weeks. There you go. Take me about 3 days to get out there and about 3 days to get back. That's 6 days. Yeah. But I got to do something. He sees that I could go up north, about 150 miles from here, and visit my nephew. He's a camp host at a state park. I could do that. Or I could go south down Texas and visit some friends. Well, I wish somebody figure out this damn 55, 60, 70-inch smart TV. It's an idiot. I'm about ready to chuck it and give it to Goodwill. It don't like me too much. Hello, Gail. Glad you could come by. Yeah, we just went to Kansas, picked up a couple of welders, probably a couple of 100 miles there and a couple of 100 miles back. We made it in one day. We left early, and we didn't get back to 5. We didn't leave till about 8:30. It was constant driving up there. We stopped for we got a sandwich to go, sausage, cheese biscuit to go, and then we stopped on the way back and we had a little bit of a meal. It's still in a styrofoam box because you had to get stuff to go because of the COVID. They don't want to set you and serve you in the inside of a building. Yep. Ain't no telling what's going to happen, really. I listened to a little bit of the news and it was depressing, so I turned it off. They still ain't figured out what they're going to do. Gripe and complain. I guess that's what I'm getting away from. Griping and complaining. Could take my sister with me. She don't like to leave Oklahoma though. She's afraid her kids can. Her kids tell her, you don't need to leave Oklahoma. There's a whole world out there besides the state she's living in. That's where my motto is. Pack up and get out. I'm having a live feed every night at 7 o'clock, except for Sunday. Gail, that's what I'm going to do. And I might get 4,000 watch hours in about 4,000 days. Who knows nowadays? Then I can monetize and make my $5 a month back. That what is that credit card? PayPal takes away from me. We all need to pray for people that's got that COVID. I'm telling you, it's just, I don't know. I mean, I feel like a prisoner in your own home. And everybody else does. I mean, you got to quarantine for 14 days or 21 days. Actually, you should quarantine for 21 days. But So you're tested. They tested positive, huh? Ooh. You got to get 4,000 hours in 1 month? I'll never do it. I thought it was 4,000 hours a year so you could monetize. Oh, CR, tell me something. Maybe he knows. I know you have to have 1,000 subs. And I thought you had to have 4,000 watch hours in a year. If it's a month, I give up. I'm done. I'm already done. No, he's asking me. I think you had to have 4,000 hours in a year. The last 12 months. That's it. Okay, see, the last 12 months, he knows. So it'll be a while before I get it. I only get about 20 hours of watch hours every hangout. I don't get a lot. I don't have that many people watch. But hey, I thought, well, since they put advertisement out there anyway, so I might as well monetize so I can get advertisement. I don't want a Patreon and all that other crap. No, I just want what YouTube's supposed to give you. Well, hopefully that's more like it, because if it was a month, I'd never make it. I had a friend one time send me some some little pencils, so you could do what they call it, stipple art or whatever they call that, Mondellos, make Mondellos. And then a friend one time sent me a wine glass, and then I won from my other friend. I sent him a bunch of Indian jewelry, and he sent me one little Mondello painting he put together. Will your time drop since you didn't do live anymore? I thought about if I ever get monetized, I'd probably do it maybe once or twice a week, just to try to keep up my hours. I don't know, Gail. I don't know. I don't know what the new terms of conditions are. I have no idea. I just read that monetization. It says they'll notify me when I get enough hours. I had enough subs, so they're going to get notified when I get enough hours. I checked on the other day. I had 1,800 and something. 1,800, not like 4,000. So it'll be a while. It'll be another year. But I ain't doing nothing anyway. I don't see how anybody can live off of YouTube. They got some people's got 40s. One person got 100,000 subs, or 250,000, 300,000 subs. How in the hell would you get that many damn subs? Must be doing a strip tease on video. I went up to 1,040 and then down to 1,030. It fluctuates a little bit. You get one, you lose one. Get one, you lose one. That's all right, though. There's a lot better channels than mine. They actually do something. But that's one reason I'm taking this trip. I'm going to document it all the way out there, and the time I'm out there and all the way back. Yep. I should go. I want to go like part-time RVing. I had good sense. I probably would stay home. You dropped that many hours? 1,500? Oh, well. I never had 4,000 hours of watch time anyway. I usually watch people more than people watches me because I don't watch TV anymore. I just watch YouTube. That's what I do. Well, it's probably true. It'd have to take a lot of people to watch, and I thank God I wouldn't have to depend on somebody like a YouTube channel for my living. And there's a lot of young people, that's all they do. I watch one guy, he's a hiker, a camper, and he goes all over the United States. His wife's a school teacher in Idaho, and he gets to see her like 3 times a year, but that's what he does. That's how he makes his money. He makes it off YouTube. Of course, he's got a Patreon, and he has he puts up extra video on his Patreon channel. And when his son was sick, he put a GoFundMe up. I mean, he does all the things. Me, I don't. I do it just because it's fun. If it wasn't fun, I wouldn't be doing it at all. I know I got your channel subbed. Yeah, I think it'd be fun. I mean, because I'm not going to like drive at 100 mph. If I see something, I'm pulling over. I got to pull over anyway every hour or two and let my dogs walk around. I got to be real careful that they don't get away from me. Because I'm only going to take one of them at a time out. And that's what I'll do. They all pretty well mind pretty good. And when I pull over, I'll make sure there's no traffic or nothing like that in case one of them hops out before I can grab him. I'll pull way off the road. If I have to go down the dirt road for 2 miles before I pull over and let one of them out, I ain't going to get in no hurry. Well, I'm trying to, I'll figure it out. I think it'd be fun just get out and took a road trip today, but it's run up there and get equipment for resale. To me that's a job. It ain't like going and camping and doing your thing. Because me and Chris, I went everywhere and we picked up equipment, motorcycles and Nebraska. We picked up a golf cart in what was it, Carolina. It was like a golf cart car, and for resale, this, that, and the other. And then when we had our bit when we used it, we doing U-ship, we went everywhere. You thought that cotton field was pretty. You should see them big old bales of cotton. Oh my God. I used to pick cotton when they do it by combines now, a machine that picks it. In my day, we used to have a cotton sack and bent over like a slave and picked our own cotton back in the day. My sister doing pretty good. That one sister that lived down in Lake Texoma, she passed away. Her twin sister, which my sister's twin, she passed away. Patty passed away. That's what happened. And left body devastated because she, that was her twin. And then my sister's husband passed away. So it had nothing. It was old age. It didn't have none of it. It had nothing to do with COVID. It's old age. That's what I said before I get too old. And that guy tries to make me 10 years younger than I am. I said, "Ooh, I'll take it." Hell yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, really irritated me. I know who's doing all this crap. It's because I wouldn't give them no money. CR know what kind of trouble I got into by giving people money, don't you, CR? You've been with me long enough. I must have went to the nursing home. My kids thought I lost my mind. Do you remember what happened to me 100 years ago? It seemed like 100 years ago. Yeah, it's just people just want to be ornery or whatever. Well, that one guy, I wouldn't give him no money, so he's gonna be my troll for a while. I think you know you can't support people on YouTube. A lot of people think they can. You know, I had one guy says, "What did he tell me? Uh, you watch my channel. It's like going to the movies. You got to support me." I thought, well, I don't have to watch your channel. Yeah, I think I told him. I said, well, don't you get enough off of monetization off of YouTube? No, that's just like a tip. You have to have people give you money. I said, well, I ain't never going to do that. I ain't going to mooch and beg off for none of that crap. I want $5 a month. That's all I'm looking out for. I got a friend and she goes live every night. She's got quite a few people that watch her. Yeah, she's got to. She just gets a little skinny Social Security check. She don't get very much money. I think she gets $1,000 a month or something like that. Yeah. To me personally, I would not put people in a position to mooch and beg off of them just because they come to my channel. You know what I'm saying? No. Now, if YouTube wants to give me $5 a month or something like that for advertising, that'd be fine with me. But I mean, like I told that one part, I said, "Well, you ain't no John Wayne." I mean, I like, you sitting just like I was talking on the deal. You ain't no John Wayne. To me, that's when I'd pay money for somebody like to watch a video or a movie. They already spent millions of dollars to make a movie. I understand that. No, I said, well, get a job. I like this one guy. I watch him. He does the beet harvest, and then he turns around and does the shrimp boats. And he has a YouTube channel, and like I said, he don't mooch and beg or this that. No, he just has a YouTube channel, and but he supports himself. If you want to give him what they call super chat, a $10 bill or something like that, that's fine. I helped one guy buy an RV one time, and then they kept it for about 2 months and turned around and sold it. He had everybody donate so he wouldn't be homeless and live in an RV. And as soon as he got the RV, he sold the damn thing. Of course, they donated the RV. They didn't donate him money. And hell, he wanted the money is all he wanted. So you got to watch people. I learned to myself, I'm just a friendly person and wants to talk on YouTube. I ain't out to hurt nobody like a lot of them are. I like to have a hangout and learn and talk to friends and this, that, and the other. Well, I tell you what, you're right, CR. I seen a person one time and I always give them in between $2 or $3 and a $5 bill. And I come back by there, and of course I offered them food one time. And what they're doing, this one guy said, well, I make over $1,000 a day standing on this street corner. And hell, he drove a better damn car than I did. I thought, okay. He said that was his job. He said I'd make anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 a day standing on the street corner. And I'm thinking, wow, I couldn't do that unless I was desperate, really, really homeless and really needy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Back when we used to get 3 cents for a Coke bottle back in the day. I think it was a penny. Pop bottles were a penny. Milk bottles were 3 cents. Something like that. Hell, I can't remember. That's back when milk bottles were glass. You live in Canada, don't you? See, or what you want? Do you live in Canada or you live in the United States? Because I know Canada has. You got to turn in the bottles from Canada. They don't let you just throw them everywhere like they do in America. Every glass bottle is worth something up there. You like me, Gail. I just want to talk to others and become friends and this, that, and the other. I mean, I knew you live in Canada. I knew that. Yeah, you know, they in Canada they recycle a lot. That's what I'm getting at. Yeah, I don't want to put nobody on the spot. That guy finally, I just unsubbed him and whatever, because every time he seen me, he just tried to put me on the spot for money, and I just said bye. You know, it made me feel uncomfortable. You know. Yeah, I mean, we need to start something like that here in America. I don't think we should have recycle all of our pop bottles and milk bottles and all that other stuff. Yeah, now they just throw things away. They throw everything out. You go walk down the ditch and there's so much trash in the ditch. That's what people that ain't got a job. The government can step up and say, you have 5 miles to clean, keep clean, and we give you a check every month and we inspect it. I think that would work. Like remember they old started the old I don't know if you kids you remember, but WPA, they make people work on bridges and things like that, road work, and they give them a check. WPA did, because everybody, that was during the Depression. That's what they needed to do again. Well, there's all kinds of things you could do without having to be in the around other people. You could pick up trash, clean parks. Hell, like the president said, rake up all the leaves underneath the national forest. There's plenty of them. Yeah. Yeah. If I had to be on YouTube to make a living, I'd starve to death. They just push me to the curb and let me starve to death. But I would like to do that, because I got a place in Montello. They made me get a PayPal card because they didn't accept my federal card and all this other stuff. And they didn't accept the other bank card that I had. The water company didn't, because you have to push the water deal in there and you fill up your 5-gallon bucket, because I'm out in the middle of the desert. So I had to get, they accepted a PayPal card, a Visa. They didn't do MasterCharge. Anyway, so I got me a PayPal card, and they charged me $5 a month where I use it or not. I thought that was okay. Yeah, when people camp, they just trash a place. I was down there and I rented a spot down in Lake Texoma. It's a big lake between Oklahoma and Texas, big state lake. And I didn't have nothing to do, so I was riding around my wheelchair picking up trash. And the camp person, the state official said, "You been doing that?" I said, "Do this every day." He said, "Well, tomorrow you don't have to pay for your space." I thought it was nice of him. He said, I said, "I can understand." When it was 4th of July, and they left all them firecracker sticks and things that was the firecrackers come in, just scattered everywhere, all the road and everything else. It looked nasty. So I was picking up leftover fireworks. It wasn't no good. And he gave me a free night to stay at the park. Thought that was pretty neat. Of course, it didn't cost him nothing. Didn't cost me much either, because I was only paying $8 or $10 a day. I think it was $10 a day anyway for full hookups. because I have a card, a BLM card, Bureau of Land Management card. So that's what I got to do. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to start sorting through some more stuff, try to thin my load down a little bit. I don't want to take a whole hell of a lot of stuff, but I want to be comfortable when I get out there. And hell, who knows? I might head south. I might go to Corpus Christi. Yeah, I've seen a lot of prisoners pick up a lot of trash. I think they need to extend that. Everybody's in jail or in prison. They should be doing something. Now they just sit there and get color TV and what else do you get? Oh, internet and everything else. Hell, I'd put them all to work. I'd have them working in a sweatshop, washing clothes. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can make a survival kit out of. I don't think we have to survive anymore. Now, odds it is like a tornado, hurricane, a fire, little bitty disasters. You know what I'm saying. But if there's a big old disaster like an EMP, if it wasn't a natural EMP, if it was caused from a war, we're fried anyway. I enjoy it. Like I said, I'm like you. I enjoy the fresh air. Get out and go do something. My poor phone's about to die. Plug this one up. There we go. Ain't no telling. Well, I've been through a tornado, you bet. May 3rd tornado took this house right here and tore it all to hell. I had to rebuild it. We were in the cellar. We was in underground when it hit this place. What's everybody planning for the 4th of July? Not 4th of July, for Thanksgiving. CR has already had their Thanksgiving. They had it in October. I don't think Canada has that many tornadoes, do they? I don't know what part of Canada you're living in. I know where, let's see, that would be the western part of Canada that I'm more familiar with. I'm not that much familiar with the around Niagara. I'm more familiar with out west. You gonna be cooking for 2 days? Ooh, I'm coming to your house. I like coconut cake, coconut pie, cream pie. Let's see, my favorite. Let's see, I like all kinds of pies and cakes. Chocolate on chocolate, I like that too. They tell you now that they don't even want people to get together. You can be fined. It's a day. I read this today on a little deal on YouTube. You can be fined if there's over 6 people in your house. I thought to myself, Well, what the hell if you had husband and wife and 5 kids? That'd be 7 of you, and you'd go to jail. Give him a drumstick. Yeah. Yeah, they don't want you to be accumulate together or nothing. And I can understand that, but gee, I guess I won't be able to see the grandkids again this Christmas either. It started last year, and I didn't get a chance to see them last year because situations. But then right after that, the COVID hit, and I ain't seen them off and on for about a year. So, I see them on Skype or see them on YouTube. That's about it. I got to get a bunch of stuff out of there and a bunch of stuff back in there. I could have done that today and stayed home, but I didn't. I went with Chris. My old diesel, if it sets for 2 or 3 days, you got to spray starter fluid in it to get it start. Hi. Oh, I love banana pudding with yellow little wafers in it. Yeah, I like that. Ham and turkey dressing. Oh, yes. Potato casserole. I like potato salad, but that's probably about the same. In 1962. Yep. Now I like German potato salad, and that's you whip the potatoes like you was making mashed potatoes, and then you put all the stuff in it. You don't leave big chunks. I don't like the big ass chunks. I like it all whipped together. Then you put everything in it, eggs and pickles and all the other good stuff. But the potatoes are whipped; they're not chunked. I ain't into that chewing a big rock. And then I like marshmallows and sweet potatoes and brown sugar done together. Caramel sweet potatoes, we call them. And then I like the stuffing. There's 100 ways to do stuffing. I've seen it done with rice, and I've seen it done with chestnuts and almonds and pecans, walnuts. I don't get too damn crazy, just regular plain stuffing. My sister used to put scrambled eggs in her stuffing. Not scrambled eggs, boiled eggs in her stuffing. I didn't like that either. Yeah, I'm like you. I like that German potato salad. Well, come back anytime. Get you something to eat. I don't know how that is. A lot of people like black olives and almonds and green onions and this, that, and stuffing. I just like a plain bread stuffing, cornbread, but bread stuffing. I don't like too much, But I mean, everybody likes their own, their own stuffings. Hell, a lot of people now just use that store-bought stuffing. What they call that shit? Stovetop. That's what they call it. They stuff that stuff in it. Call it good. Yep. When my in-laws were alive, we used to cook for them. Me and my wife did, and we used to bring it up to them because they was elderly. We just take the kids and everybody and go up there for Thanksgiving. She wasn't able to cook or anything, so And one year, he ordered Thanksgiving dinner with all the trimmings, so we didn't have to cook, and that was the horriblest damn Thanksgiving meal we ever ate. We didn't do that with no more. You remember when we was a kid, okay? You know, parents pass and or we get older, and then their kids they want like my kids want their kids for Thanksgiving, and I'm sort of glad to pass down the torch or pass the torch to somebody else. Use day old bread. There you go. You ever eat any bread pudding? I love bread pudding. Some people put raisin in it. I don't like raisins in it, but I like bread pudding. Mine tastes like cinnamon rolls. That's why I might make my bread pudding. Yeah, make bread pudding and it'll taste like a cinnamon roll. Well, like I said, everybody's changed. I mean, and you get different parts of the country. Their Thanksgiving dinners, you don't even hardly recognize them. Some people like goose for Thanksgiving. Some people eat duck, hams or turkeys. You know, actually, they didn't really eat ham for turkey back in the first Thanksgiving. It was duck and turkey and maybe a goose, but it was mainly duck and turkey. They didn't have pigs for the first Thanksgiving. We probably wouldn't even recognize what they had to eat. My grandmother, no, it was my aunt. She would make her fruit cake after all the dishes were cleaned up for Thanksgiving dinner. She would start making her fruit cake, and she'd put an ounce of rum on it every day. And 30 days later, time Christmas and Thanksgiving, then 30 days later when Christmas came around, boy, that fruitcake is standing on its own 2 feet. Well, enjoy and take care. Like Gail said, eat you something. Like I said, I'm going to get in there, and pretty soon after we get up to the chat, about 9 o'clock or so, I'm going to eat me a snack before I go to bed. I don't know what I'm going to have yet. Just make me a little light sandwich without the bread. Yeah, I watch my bread intake because that turns into pure sugar. Rice, pastas. I'll eat some more grapes. That's what I'll do for supper. That's what I'll just eat me a handful of grapes. What I should do is make me a sardine sandwich out of mackerel or sardines. Oh, my Chris does not like sardines. I tried to get him to eat some sardines the other day. I ain't eating that stuff. That's what it's good. Old bologna sandwich. You ever eat Von Swagger? My mother-in-law loved Von Swagger. And she turned me on to it. I love Von Swagger. It's like bologna. Yeah, you got to keep that blood sugar down. I'm telling you, that's a hard thing to do. Mine's in great shape. Has been for about a week. I'll probably blow it and eat something. It'll blow it out of proportion. You love it with crackers? Yeah, I do. I mean, I'll sit there and eat sardines out of the can and eat crackers with it. I like to buy sardines with mustard. You've already got your mustard in it. I made a mistake one time. Bought me some sardines. It was in hot sauce. Oh my God! Talk about hot. It was hot. Yeah, I should have mixed that up in some kind of Mexican food. I gotta sort through my medicines that I like buy stuff that I've already got the analyst to see what the expiration date is on it. But you know, medicine's good for anywhere from 5 to 10 years. They don't want you to believe that, but it is. As long as you keep it out of the sunlight and this, that, and the other, it's good. It don't start losing its potency one way or the other until about 8, 9 years. But 5 years, it's good. They just want you to renew it every year because, I mean, how the hell are they going to sell something if you don't? I like deviled eggs too. Oh, I make a mean deviled egg. What else do I like for Thanksgiving? What else? One year we had pizzas. we got tired of the traditional stuff. We just had pizza. Blood pressure, sugar. Oh yeah. We've got so much illness in this country. President came on today and talked about lowering the medical costs, which hell, they should have done that 20 years ago. Hey, Choo Choo. The next damn time I get outside, like I said, I'm going to bring plenty of food because I don't care where we're at. Me and them dogs are going to eat well. I'll make a meat pie. That's what I'll do. I'm going to have trouble with not having fresh meat. We'll have to use a lot of canned meat. That's what I'm thinking. I'll have to use a lot of canned meat. Fried chicken, yeah. I've seen them eat a lot of fried chicken for Thanksgiving. But they don't make fried chicken like they used to. I'm going to tell you, and ain't nobody does. First thing, the chickens when I was a kid were open range, raised on the farm. They ate bugs and grasshoppers and all kinds. They wasn't raised on a cage. So the chicken was more of a gamey fowl than just a chicken, you know. And then on top of that, other than being raised out in the open where they could eat different things, and you know, we cooked them in lard. Yeah, we fried that fried chicken in lard. Well, now, ooh, that's a taboo. You can't cook it in animal fat. Well, no wonder fried chicken tasted like fried chicken. My sister told me that the other day. We was talking about, well, I said, chicken don't taste like it used to. And she said, yeah, and remember why it don't taste as good. First thing, we fried it in lard, and our chickens on the farm got to run wild, more or less. I've had some Walmart fried chicken. I'm not too fond of it. English, they do a lot of meat pies. Cornish hen, yes, I like Cornish hen. You know you can eat swab. They make a pigeon that don't fly, and it's like a Cornish hen, about the same size. They're a big pigeon, and they don't fly. They don't have no. They don't. They just raise them for meat. They look like a swab. They call them swab, but that's what they call pigeon. But it looks like a Cornish hen. A lot of people use, but the chickens are not. You know, they're not. Unless you go to somebody's ranch or something, they got a bunch of chickens running loose. Yeah, I won't fry. I won't. If you're gonna fry chicken, you got to fry it in lard. Yeah, I'm see, a lot of people eat Cornish hens for Thanksgiving because you get one chicken per person. But usually that's when you're having a high dollar dinner or whatever. You ain't really having a get together. I see a lot of people eat barbecue for Thanksgiving. Yeah, and I love barbecue if it's done right. I like brisket too if it's done right. Ow, my throat hurts. Anybody eat any divinity? You know what divinity is? It's a candy. Anybody make any divinity for Thanksgiving? Smoked turkey's good too. Yeah, I've seen people do smoked turkey. Oh yes, fudge. Oh God. Oh my God. My wife used to make the best damn fudge I ever tasted in my damn life. And it was delicious. She used that marshmallow cream, but if you make good fudge, the humidity just can't be too high because your fudge will go flat. Yeah. You make that for Christmas? Yeah. Divinity, a lot of people make that for Christmas. A lot of people stuff their turkey with seafood like shrimp or crab meat or clam or whatever. They stuff it with a seafood type mixture. I don't think fish, seafood, and a fowl go together. So eggnog, you butch. I've drunken up eggnog. Forget the egg and just use the nog. I like a good wine if it's good, and that mainly has to be homemade if it's going to be any good at all. Or I like oh a good whiskey if it's good. Bourbon, a good bourbon. There you go. You make fudge from scratch. I'm coming to your house. Melt in your mouth. Oh, I love that. Oysters. That's it. That's what I was thinking about. Gail was at oysters. They do a lot of stuff your turkey with oyster dressing. I'm going to sit here and have it all cooked. Excuse me, have it all cooked up. Elderberry wine. I can show you how to make wine. You go over to in Walmart or any store and get you 3/4 of a gallon or a gallon of fruit juice. It has to be 100% fruit juice. You can have cranberry, you can have pomegranate, you can do anything. You take about 4 or 5 ounces of it out and drink it. Then you put a cup of sugar, and if you want it real sweet, put a cup and a half of sugar in it. Put a 3/4 of a teaspoon of yeast. Make just regular old baker's yeast, but you can buy wine yeast. And then you shake it up and unscrew the lid till it just sits there. And then throw a towel over it, but just make sure that lid's just sitting on top. It's not screwed on it because it'll blow up. Let it set 30 days, and then I pour it through a cheesecloth, and then I've got some fantastic wine. You don't stir it or anything after you shake it that first time and let it sit there for 30 days. And it's 18 to 22% pure alcohol. It's good. And like I said, homemade wines is some of the best. Because that stuff they buy in Walmarts and places like that, well, that ain't wine. They give you a fancy little bottle and the thing tastes like sludge. Tastes like poop. Don't taste good at all. I should make some wine up and give it away to the. But now it's not like I said. When you do that right there, you have to. There's something you have to watch about it. Let's see what this is. Oh, you can't make a sherry out of it. You know, a sherry is a wine that's went distilled. You can't distill homemade wine like that because it's not. It'll turn into something else and ain't good for you. But you can't distill it. That's what sherry's done. You can take a store bought wine and turn it into a sherry, or you can buy sherry, which is distilled wine. It is. Yeah. Tennessee whiskey. Ow. Yeah, and the reason I say wine better than anything, better than bourbon or whatever, but you can cook. I like to cook with a lot of stuff like bourbon, wine, sherry. You know, that way you really burn off the alcohol, but the flavor's there. I've got some syrup that was aged in wine in whiskey barrels, and it's got a little bit of a flavor of ain't no alcohol, but it'll taste like whiskey. The syrup does. And we bought that, and it was like I don't know, $30 a pint for syrup. Imagine pure maple syrup aged in whiskey barrels. I think it's like $30 for a quart of it, something like that. Yeah, a quart. It's not a pint; it's a quart, 2 pints. Now, a lot of people don't like. I don't. There's a lot of beer I can't stand. Taste beer. Then hops, ooh, makes me sick. Makes me want to hurl. I can't taste hops. I don't. That makes me sick in my stomach bad fast. I don't like to taste the beer because of it. Now, bread beer I do, real thick beer. It ain't. It's more of a bready taste than it is a hoppy taste. Yeah, back in the Egyptian days, everybody drank beer, and they did it in England too, because the water wasn't pure. I mean, the water had bugs in it, so they drank the beer for water. Yeah, I drink pop for water, but to this day, because I've seen water, and some of that water ain't too good for you. It just, yeah. Uh, Light beer, nah. I just don't like the taste of hop. Beer is not my, of all the things, and I don't like that snops either, that green crap. I ain't drinking that shit either. I like a good bourbon, a good whiskey, a good sherry, and a good wine. I mean, I'm not into tequila. I ain't into vodka. Now, gin, old white gin. I'm not talking slow gin. I'm talking about the white gin. I used to drink that stuff. Tastes like pine cones. Warm beer? I don't know about that. Now, I like to fry fish in beer. Dip it in beer batter. Anybody do that? Gail, do you cook? You ever cook any fish in beer batter? Pops up. And really tastes. It sort of tastes like Long John Silver's fish or Captain D's fish. It's a beer batter. Beer batter fish. That's the only way I like beer is if you dip your fish in it. Yep. You having a lot of people over here? Is everybody having a lot of people over for Thanksgiving? Be careful about the COVID, you know. Yeah, that beer batter fish is good stuff. My dogs have been, we left them all day and they're all piled up down on the floor like they've been abused. Poor things. I tell you what, though, take 100 years ago, or let's say 50 years ago, and even 25 years ago, people they used to cook a lot, and especially on holidays, stuff like that. They don't do it anymore. I mean, you might find a few old other people that do it, but as a majority, they go out to a restaurant and they're done, you know, or they'll just they're not like the big get-togethers we used to have. You know what I'm saying? They used to have the big get-togethers, and sometimes it lasts a couple of days for Thanksgiving, especially if they're coming in from out of town. They'd last 3 or 4 days. Have you ever heard open a beer up and put it in the cavity of a chicken or I mean a turkey and set it up? I think it's beer they do that with. Buttermilk? Well, I never was fond of buttermilk. I like soured milk, like sour cream, sour milk, but I don't too much of the buttermilk. If you're gonna cook with buttermilk, like buttermilk biscuits or something like that, yeah, I'll cook with it. I just ain't too much about just drinking it. Of course, your taste buds change every 7 years. God knows I ain't had it in 20 years. I might like it. Is that what it is? Is chicken? I seen it done one time on a cook show, but I thought, man, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Open the beer up, set your chicken up. I got a rack to hold the chicken up anyway, and then you let it cook in the oven. How about a turkin churkin or whatever? You take a pigeon, you stick it into a chicken. You take a chicken and stick it into a duck. You take a duck and stick it into a turkey. I think that's what it is. There's 4 different kinds of meat there: a pigeon, chicken, a duck, and a turkey. You ever eat anything like that? I eat that over in Europe. They're crazy about crap like that. They'll put a goose in a box and keep it for 30 days so it don't run around and stuff its gizzard full every day. They had to do that, quit that because they got a humane society got on to them. Yeah, turkey or whatever they call that. They eat some strange stuff over there anyway. Of course, they don't have Thanksgiving. They have other holidays. Yeah. The next time I cook, I'll tell you what else I can cook. I can cook this. I can cook any kind of cobbler there is, and I make a fantastic cobbler. I make blackberry cobbler, peach cobbler, apricot cobbler, apple cobbler. I learned the secret on that. You always, when you you use about a tablespoon or so of jam or jelly in with your fruit when you make a cobbler, and it really gives it an extra kick. Yeah, a lot of people. When I was growing up, we had a fried chicken every Sunday. Yep, we had fried chicken every Sunday. They don't do that big meals anymore. German chocolate shake cake. Mm-hmm. I like, but I don't like the icing. I don't like all the nuts on it. I probably would if I put my teeth in, but I ain't put. I ain't. You can't taste it then. You put your false teeth in all that plastic. In fact, when I get up, I've been wanting to wash them again every 3 days. I ain't washed them. They ain't wore them in about a year, but I should give them a bath every 3 days. Hello, Tammy. We just sitting there discussing what people's going to do for Thanksgiving. We used to have the old Dawson cafeterias, and we'd go out, and they were made of it's sort of like what was that story? The place you go eat now, Golden Corral. Grandy's cafeteria was something similar to that, except they cooked a lot better food. And we used to go over there for Christmas and Thanksgiving. So we wouldn't have to. But there's something like that you don't get the real effect because you don't have leftovers. You know what I'm saying? That's what really makes Thanksgiving or Christmas what it is, the leftovers, especially Thanksgiving. Going back after a couple of hours and digging and see what we are, what eat again, basically. Yeah, the leftovers sometimes were better than the meal itself. They don't do that anymore. Now, a lot of people just eat a TV dinner, hungry man TV dinner, and call it good for Thanksgiving. Well, I don't know when Canada. I think Canada has the same Christmas we do. I think all of them recognize Jesus born on the 25th, I believe it is, ain't it? Okay, thank you, Linda. We'll call you that. Thank you for telling us. I don't know what anybody's gonna cook special. What is the specialist? This very special thing that makes your Thanksgiving meal better than or different than or amazing than anybody else's. Like there's always something special, you know. You know, maybe it's ours was the ham. I could always cook the ham, and I cooked it with honey and mustard, and it was fantastic. That was what was special about our meals was Dad Paul's. They call me Paul. Paul's uh, uh, mustard and honey ham. Of course, I put pineapples and Marciano cherries to make it look pretty, but that was just to put it back in the oven for 15, 20 minutes to get them warmed up. But it cooked in mustard and honey. I mixed up 2/3 honey, 1/3 mustard. Just mix it up and pour it all over the top of it. Cut it and slice it. Check it and pour over it and let it cook. I leave it wrapped up for about an hour. And it turns out good. Make you fat already. What else is somebody's specialty for Thanksgiving? Dumplings and dressing. Another one was candied sweet potatoes. Caramelized brown sugar and marshmallow sweet potatoes. Candied yams is what we called them. Travis, drum leg, drum. Now, my wife cooked a turkey 4 or 5 different ways, but turkey to me is always, she tried to keep it from getting dry all the damn time. And I hate to tell her this, she probably knows now. Her damn turkey was always drier than shit. The driest damn thing I ever eat. She tried wrapping it up and tried every damn thing. Yes, it does. It takes a long time to cook. If you cook it too fast, it ain't good. And if you cook it too long and it dries out, it ain't too damn good either. Yeah, dumplings. Let's see what else was something else we liked. Oh, my wife made the fantastic fruit salad. Oh my God. It had bananas, cherries, grapes, like fruit cocktail in it. They called it a salad, but it wasn't no denano lettuce or nothing else. She put sour cream, honey, walnuts. I can't remember all of that shit she put in it. I know bananas was in it. Yeah, it was good. Called fruit salad. Fantastic. I don't know what people's favorites are. Ah, your dog go to sleep?
No, I'm just waiting for him to die. No, he ate rat poison.
He did?
Yeah.
When?
I guess when I ran up there earlier to get cigarettes.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No, I'm not. He chewed a little piece off of it or something. There's little bitty granules. So I know.
Remember we put that behind them books?
Now I do. Yeah. So we'll see.
Give him that. All right. I'm gonna have to cut this early. Chris's little dog got into some rat poisoning. Before he got the dog, we put some rat poisoning behind the bookcase in there. Keep the mice, call rat poison, mice poisoning out the mice out of the books. So I'm gonna have to let you guys go and check that dog out and get it to vomiting. And this, that, and the other. I will talk to you guys later. Sorry about it. I'll let you know for tomorrow how it's doing.